What is up, ladies and gentlemen? Welcome back to HCS Pro Talk, your weekly Halo esports podcast. This is episode 403 for the week of August 10th, 2020. Fat! Title of this week's episode is On the Road to Charlotte. My name is Josh, a.k.a. JK Fire. This week I'm joined by the man in the blues, Will, a.k.a. I am Mr. Mayhem. Will, how are you doing on this fucking... I don't even know what the weather's like over in your land, but...
Hot.
Hot? Okay, well... In your...
I don't know how else to describe it other than hot.
How are you doing on this hot Monday evening in Texas?
I'm doing fine. Tired as always. You know how we are.
Oh my God, dude, yeah. It's rough.
Yeah, through the dark inside blue in the background. You know, SLC was over, so I went away from the yellow. I got red for Charlotte, but it doesn't look great on camera.
Hey, it's okay.
But maybe we'll throw it on for the pre-show. I'm wearing a hoodie because I missed wearing hoodies on stream for the show. All right, I was just missing hoodie life a little bit. I got the fan on. I can feel it. I got the breeze. I'll be good.
Oh my God,
I think.
Holy shit! I'm actually excited for. I as much as I hate fall. So for people who do not know, Will is in Texas now. I'm still in Minnesota. So Will is referencing the Minnesota hoodie weather that is about to be coming here very soon, as a matter of fact. But the thing that I fucking hate fall. And the reason why I hate fall is because winter's right after it. And Minnesota winters suck. And I'm really not looking forward to that at all. So... at the same time, Will, I am genuinely looking forward to hoodie season because I just love fucking wearing hoodies. So,
yeah.
Yeah.
As you know, I do as well. And I agree with Spring King here. Hoodie life for life. Yes.
That's right. Also, speaking of which, Ashley with the 29-month resub, you get a woo! Spring with the 20-month resub, you get a woo! Thank you so much for the resubs.
But yeah,
Really
fall rolling around, like football starting.
That's exciting.
Football.
That's exciting. I'm excited for football. Actually, Will, for the first time, like ever, basically, I watched a preseason game.
Whoa.
Yeah, I watched, it's preseason. It's like online. It doesn't fucking matter. Where
right.
I watched the Patriots blow out the Commanders.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah, it was just funny. Like, yeah. Because obviously you watch the first stringers for like a minute and then it's not them anymore. And so it's just like, it feels like a college football game at that point. But what are you going to do?
It gets a little dicey with the second and third stringers and sometimes even the fourth stringers.
That's right. But it's fun.
Yeah, it's fun. And it's cool watching those other players play because they're all just vying for their spot, right? So you'll see some of those players go all out. Even though it doesn't look as tight as a first string offense or defense, it's still fun to watch.
They just don't want to get kicked, you know?
Yeah.
I mean, I don't blame them. They want to keep their job. It fucking makes sense. Riz with the 24-month resub, you get a woo! Thank you so much for the resub. Greatly appreciated, as always. Spring says, yes, the logical continuation of pool play land doesn't matter. Preseason land doesn't matter. It's true, though, man. It's fucking true. I'm telling you. Also, Smiley says, I'm looking forward to Worlds, Pierce the Veil, and Spirit Box. All tickets have been acquired. When's Pierce the Veil for you, Smiley? Like, I'm sorry, I don't listen to Spirit Box, but hey, more power to you. But like, when's Pierce the Veil? That's fucking exciting. That's as dumb as this sounds, Will, Pierce the Veil is a bucket list band for me to see live.
Oh, yeah.
Yep. And the only reason why I say that is not only I've listened to them for a long time, but like also seeing them during the Blink show, they were better than Blink. Now, granted, Tom was sick, but whatever. I don't care. Like, Pierce the Veil put on a better performance than Blink at that concert. And so, like, from that moment, I'm like, God fucking damn, I need to see the headline. They were incredible.
Are they coming to Minnesota on their tour?
Yes, but I'm not paying the inflated ticket prices because they sold out. So I'm not doing that.
Gotcha.
Yeah. Fuck you, Ronan. Smiley says this is my third show. Fucking goddamn. Ronan, bro, trust me, Blink for me was also a bucket list band that I wanted to see live. Very happy I was able to see them. Tom was sick though, and it was unfortunate. Like, you go back and you listen to it, you're like, oh shit, it was rough. And just the energy that Pierce brought was just really fucking great. What's up, Blue? How's it going? All right. Enough about this. Will, do you want notes on this week's episode of the actual show?
What do we have?
Rostermania never ends, and the Open Series for Charlotte has officially begun. So without further ado, let's get into some competitive news. Map fixes. This is by Halo Support. Player collision on Lattice has been updated to reduce instances of players leaving the intended playable area and grenades getting caught on the ground. Yay! That's good. The weapon rack in the dry base area of Forbidden now follows the red rack rule set. So now it functions as intended. And then finally, an uneven staircase has been smoothed out on the ranked variant of Serenity, which again is not in the HCS, but wanted to shout it out anyway because ranked, we usually put that here. So there you go.
Yay, fixes that probably shouldn't have been there in the first place, but they're fixed.
That's right. Next up, a very, very cool thing has happened. The London payment situation has finally been resolved. This is by Reverbed, and he states, quick update, got paid out. Super happy to be done with that and not have it lingering in the back of my mind any longer. Appreciate everyone who responded, pushed the right buttons, and made it happen. So yeah, fucking huge shout out to everyone involved there, getting him made whole from that event. And hopefully this shit just doesn't fucking happen again, but it's esports, so probably will.
We at least we haven't heard anything about the other events.
Yeah,
so that's good. Hopefully, it's everything's squared and taken care of at this point.
Absolutely. Speaking of esports, Will, let's talk about the AM scene for a minute because, as is tradition with every fucking event, what happens is an event happens, teams blow the fuck up, and then reform in some way, shape, or form, and then they do it all over again. But Thug Nasty has some words of wisdom here. Nick says, Dear AM Halo scene, I understand that with only one open tournament left in Halo Infinite, it can be tempting to consider changing teams in hopes of finding the right fit. However, I truly believe that this is a valuable opportunity to grow and learn together as a cohesive unit. Building strong teamwork takes time, and it's important to support one another through these challenges. Remember, success comes from commitment and unity. Yours truly, Thug Nasty. Will, that was a great response.
I know that it definitely aligns with what you believe these AM teams should be doing, working and growing together. I believe that as well. Now, if there's like a major chemistry issue,
right?
Sure, you got to make a team change,
right?
But we don't see it happen often in the AM scene. The players change constantly, event to event. We see players leave, come back together, teams completely blown up. It's one of those things where if you don't keep working together, you're basically restarting again and again with new players, having to get used to new teammates, new play styles. It would be nice to see a team stick together and improve and keep growing together.
Wouldn't it be nice?
It would.
I agree. Yeah, when I read that statement, I'm like, it was literally, for me, the Office meme where Steve Carell's character fucking smacks the desk and goes, thank you. And that's literally what my response was to that.
Yeah.
It makes the most sense. But again, this is the Halo esports AM scene. Logic flies out the fucking window. And I know I'm being kind of an asshole saying that. And there are some teams that do stick together, and that's great. But it's just, Will, you're going to be going through Rostermania here in literally just a minute. And just seeing some of this shit happening, I'm like, guys, there's one event left. Like, come on. There's one fucking event left and we're doing this already? Jesus Christ. But like you said, if there was like an actual chemistry issue, or if there was like beef between players, whatever it is, and it's not as easily squandered, then yeah, I get it. You tried something, it didn't work out, you want to go a different direction, I understand. But like if you look back at your tournament placing for SLC and you're like, man, if we just had a play go our way in this instance, this really could have turned the tide of the game. We really could have made a different statement in the series. I think that's a reflection point. You're like, guys, if we hone in and we work on these things together as a team, we can come back much stronger for Charlotte and really make a statement there. And then, who the fuck knows what could happen, but there's Worlds qualification on the line too.
Yeah.
So yeah, at the end of the day, I would love for teams to stick together more often instead of just fucking one event. But AM's going to AM.
Now, Josh, I don't know if you've seen anything, but I know last year in SLC, we had the last chance qualifier tournament.
Correct.
Is that happening again this year in Charlotte? Or is it going to be, if you qualify for pool play at Charlotte, you are in at Worlds?
I do not remember if they've officially stated something yet.
Yeah, and I guess I haven't seen the official statement either, so we might not know at this point.
Yeah, I'm quickly looking through some stuff on Waypoint to see if anything's there, but I'm not seeing anything as of yet. Also, Mickwin says, I think it's the only Halo-related channel I come to anymore. Hope you guys are doing well. Austin, thank you so much, man.
Thanks, Austin.
You're far too fucking kind. Far too fucking kind. And like I said, we'd still love to see you in the scene in some capacity. Obviously, if it's something that you'd want to do, we think you'd be great at any position that you'd be afforded. Yeah. Will, I'm just going to quickly, because I do, let me see. Yeah, I'm not seeing anything right off the rip related to who's automatically qualified. Is there going to be a last chance? Stuff like that.
Gotcha.
Yeah, I'm not seeing anything as of yet. Which is unfortunate because I would love, like, the fact that, I mean, shit, we're not that far away from Charlotte and Worlds as it is, considering they're both taking place in the same fucking month. But I would have hoped that the Charlotte information would be out right now. So the fact that it's not, I think you kind of just shine a light on that right there, that the fact that we don't have just that landing page for all of Charlotte information yet is not that great.
Yeah. I'm hoping at least a month in advance, so early September.
Mm-hmm.
But that's just hopes. No inside information. That might not even be the case. Who knows?
We'll have to wait and see.
Exactly.
As is our fucking show. Will, that's it for the competitive news. Which means it's time for Rostermania!
Yeah, a bit of Rostermania to go through this week.
Just a bit.
We'll start off with Dark Inside. Signed Loyal Wolf is a content creator. Congrats, Loyal. Met Loyal in SLC. Wonderful human being. Very kind. Came and watched me and Ashley play doubles, and just really excited that he's part of the crew. So shout out Loyal.
Shout out.
Next up, Lies Infantry. They have picked up Sirion and Ivanize. I don't remember who had left the team, but
oh boy, I would have. You keep going. I will see if I can quickly find that.
Yeah, Sirion coming over from that, believe the hype roster that almost made pool play. So we'll see if that makes an impact and see what Lies can do in Charlotte. No, Siri. I will not try again.
Oh, did the same thing to you.
Yep.
Okay.
What are you seeing, Josh?
I'm seeing. Okay, something to keep in mind here is that there is a coach included. So It was formerly Leaderness of Azensi, Ivan Eyes, Collective, and Zeno.
Got it.
So there you go.
All right. Moving on to Kraken Seas. I mentioned earlier about rosters blowing up. Here's one of them.
Mm-hmm.
Envor posted, free agent, LOL. Super CC posted, was hoping to finish off the year strong, but Rostermania hit hard. Don't have a team anymore, so may just go to Charlotte for FFA. Not sure yet. Maybe a free agent. But then, in the open, or listed as an open bracket team.
Oh, this was for the open
series.
Yes, this is for the open.
Okay, so the wording just got switched.
Here, I'll just do this. There.
They bring back Envor. So Kraken Seas was Lido, Ezo, Morgan, and Envor in the open. We'll see if that team continues to stay together.
Indeed.
We also had Retirement Home. This was Haynes, Diagram, Gilkey, and King J. Potential roster. Alpha has picked up Tapping Buttons.
That they have.
And Akave Esports has returned to the HCS and signs the former Ether roster, obviously without tapping. So that's going to be Acid, Drift, Magico, Noble, and Nugget as the coach. We also have, so there's beef there. There's beef. Majin signs the former Z10 roster. So Mighty Chick, Bastos, and Septic have a organization with Chronozer as the coach. And then we have the whole omit situation, right?
Yeah.
Potentially releasing Spartan.
The reason I put a question mark on this is because it hasn't been quote unquote official.
There's no like tweet, no post.
Exactly. Just for the listeners at home and the watchers at home. That's why. Like typically we don't talk about things until they're official, but this one, it's all but confirmed basically.
Right. So Spartan played on Mirror Force in the open with Mortally, Looney, and Suspector. And then Omit, they're potentially picking up Septify because Septify played with Huss, Lethal, and Breaking Shot in the open on Omit.
That they did. And also, if I'm not mistaken, the same with the LVT Pro League match that literally happened today as well.
Yes.
So,
and they are allowed, as long as they keep 3/4 of the roster, they're allowed to stay in the league.
Yep.
So there you go. Your thoughts on anything, Josh?
The one thing we didn't really talk about here was the Believe the Hype stuff, because the only thing I'm going to comment on the Believe the Hype stuff is that I hope the players find a place that they thrive. That's all.
It's fair.
A lot of shit was happening there, and it's all drama at the end of the day, and who fucking gives a shit? So moving on from that. But then the Sparty situation on Omit. Will, I've said it a million times, I'll say it again. The thing, I know people don't agree with me on this, and that's fine. I'm not saying that people need to or anything like that. I thought it was completely fucking asinine that Complexity picked up Spartan again after the debacle that happened in London last year.
Sure.
And again, I understand that people are, it wasn't that big of a deal. Like, he should never have been banned. He should have just been suspended for an event or whatever. That's your opinion. That's completely fine. It's all good. But the rules are the rules. He broke the rules. He got reprimanded for it. He had to face the consequences. He faced the consequences, came back the next year. Here you go. But with the fact that he was re-picked up by that Complexity roster, I'm like, God, what is, like, why? Like, obviously he's good. He's not a bad player by any means, but I'm like, that didn't sit right with me. So then that whole fucking shit explodes. Then he's on this Omit roster, and I'm like, okay, fresh perspective, put everything in the past, Like this is the reset button, right? Unfortunately, it doesn't appear like that's what's happened. It doesn't feel like that reset button has really been hit. And I'm not going to say that's fully his fault or anything like that. It's a combination of things. It's a combination of factors, right? It's a team game. But on the one hand, I feel for him because it's what I've said since the beginning, Will, is like he has a chip on his shoulder. He's trying to play for his brother.
Yeah. And
I respect the fuck out of that. And I only want to see him have success because of that.
Yeah, I'm in that same boat. You know, he's playing for a cause, for a reason this year. You want to root for him in that.
Exactly. But things clearly are not working on that team. And this isn't to just kick a dog while it's down, but like they're abysmal. Like they aren't. Again, this is instances where, frankly, this isn't even like an SSG from before they made the roster change, and we had glimpses there. Like we've seen a couple glimpses with this omit roster, but they've never been anywhere near the glimpses that we saw with SSG pre-roster change. They're just bad.
I honestly feel that all of those players are just not living up to what even they want to play at.
No,
you know?
I agree.
Something's not working there.
And absent, that was genuinely, as soon as I said it, I'm like, oh, that's going to come off really wrong. And the pun was not intended. I can promise you that. And nobody should be hurting animals anyway. So that was a bad reference that I made. But yeah, on the one hand, I feel for him because obviously playing with that chip on the shoulder, playing for something bigger than him, I love that idea. On the other hand, I don't know. Like you said, none of them have been performing to the way that we've expected them to. None of them have been performing to the level of which we're thinking that they're going to be taking fights to these teams. When really it's the polar opposite, man.
Mm-hmm.
And the shitty part is, so it looks as though they're picking up Septify. And we've got one event left. Like, this just feels so too little too late. And that's nothing against Septify at all. It's just, I don't see the substitution of one player moving the needle far enough to make that big of an impact to make something special happen. Now, I would love to be proven wrong, right? Like, I'd love for Charlotte to roll around and they just fucking blow past teams that you wouldn't expect them to. I don't know. I don't see this happening, man.
Yeah. Took the words out of my mouth. Too little, too late kind of thing. And I also think that they're kind of going to be in the same category they're in now.
Yeah. Ah, shit. I don't want to be like, I don't want to be really mean right now. But a thought in the back of my head that just keeps kind of creeping back up, Will. And again, this is no offense to any player or anything like that. It genuinely isn't. But I'm just like, I look at Lethal. And I look at a player who is one of the greatest of all time. Like, he is in there. He is in that conversation with the greatest players of all time. And to see what he's on right now. This is going to sound dumb, but it kind of hurts in a way. Like, if you would ask me, I'm not kidding. Like, you would ask me, Will, fucking 2-3 years ago. Do you see Lethal being on a team placing in the top 12, top 16? Like, no. What the fuck are you talking about? He's one of the greatest players ever. Like, what does that mean? And here we are. He's on a team that's placing top 12, top 16.
Mm-hmm.
And again, this isn't all like the fault of his. You know what I mean? Like this is a team game. Yeah, I'm just fuck, man, fuck. This sucks.
Yeah, especially seeing where the rest of his, Optic Talks CLG teammates are. I would love to see Lethal competing back at a higher level.
Yeah,
and he just doesn't have the team surrounding him. Absent said it in chat here. He started off so slow and infinite that it hurt his longevity in the game. He's playing lights out now.
Sure. Sorry for the long pause. It just sucks.
Yeah.
Because at the end of the day, not to sound like a broken record, but like at the end of the day, I want to see all the teams do well. I want to see all the players do well. Like I want to be seeing game 5s. I want to be seeing game 7s. And Will, we're going to talk about it. I know that it's against arguably the best team in the game, but we're going to talk about a game that happened during the Pro League match today.
Yeah.
And if that was any, like, we'll talk about it in a minute. Absent right. With the 21-month resub, you get a woo! Thank you so much for the resub. And John with the 27-month resub, you get a woo! Thank you so much. Also, Ronan, if I missed you, I think I did. Thank you for the 12-month resub. Fucking year, baby. Woo! Thank you so much. God damn. All right. Will, is there anything you wanted to mention with the Rostermania stuff before we move on?
No, I'm good. I think we hit on everything here.
All right. With that, let's move on to your upcoming tournaments of the week presented by noobcombo.com. Check out noobcombo.com for all your Halo Sports needs. Gummy asks, what's your plan for the podcast once HCS Infinite ends? We're not fucking leaving.
We're not leaving.
We'll still be here every week. There's always something to talk about.
Yep. We'll go, who knows, Pro League continues or not? Season 2, maybe not. No idea if it is or not. I'm just putting it out there. And grassroots tournaments, whatever's happening.
Indeed. Gummy, just like, frankly, not to sound like an asshole, don't know how long you've been listening or watching, but we've been here, done that before. Like during the Halo 5 lull into the MCC lull into the beginning of Infinite, we've been through it all, right? We'll still be here. It'll be every week. There'll always be something to talk about. No need to worry there. We may take like a couple week break during like the holiday, like Christmas and stuff like that, like Christmas, New Year's. We may take like a couple week break there, but other than that, every week Monday we'll be here. There you go. Tuesday, August 19th. That's tomorrow. LVT Pro League match phase up against Complexity. Think that should be a good one, Will.
Do you think it will not be a 4-0?
I don't think it'll be a 4-0. Do you think it'll be a 4-0?
I think there's a potential for a 4-0.
Oh, yeah. I love how this is what we do every week now. There's the potential for this to happen. I did it all last week. I'm with you. I'm with you.
Yeah, yep. But I mean, if I had to give my always wrong prediction, I think FaZe take this 4-1.
I could definitely see that. I'm kind of, you know what? I'm going to give Complexity a little more. I'm going to say 4-2. I'm going to say 4-2 going by way of FaZe. Yeah. I just think, if Complexity have proven anything, they are a pretty good online team.
That's fair. That's fair.
Yeah. So I'm just going to give them an inch. Online. You know, I'm going to give them an inch. Let's see if they take a mile, but I'm going to give them an inch.
Okay.
Gummy says, been around for 2 years now. The date changes made it harder. Missed the past few. You all crushing it. Enjoy the deserved break. Thank you, Gummy. Thank you very much.
Appreciate that.
Absolutely. Wednesday is another Pro League match, August 20th. We have Shopify going up against Envy. I think, okay, not to sound like an ass. I don't want to sound like an ass. I think Shopify blow past them.
4-0?
4-0 or 4-1?
I think Envy is a good Slayer team, and online Shopify have not been performing well in the Slayers.
So what do you think?
I'm going to say 4-1 as well on Envy takes the Slayer.
Okay.
There.
Okay. I like that. You're not going to say 4-2?
No.
So you say Envy will probably win one Slayer then?
Yeah.
Okay. I respect that. On Thursday, August 23rd. Jesus Christ. Guys, remember when Will said that he's tired at the beginning of the show? Yup. Right there with you. So, on Thursday, August 21st, we have an LVT Pro League double header. First up is going to be SSG going up against TSM, Will. What do you think for this one?
Curious how both these teams will come out here. TSM has not been performing online. SSG seems to be getting a little better, maybe some more cohesion going on. But SSG has also not performed well online at times. So I don't know what's going to happen here. This one might be fun to watch.
Wow. When you talk about a perfect descriptor for what this match is, this could be fun to watch. Hell yeah, dude. Let's go. I will say, and you all know my thoughts on online performances, but SSG did beat Shopify in a 4-3 in their Pro League match that we'll get to in a minute.
I know.
But I also believe that match was... I mean,
yeah. So Absent says I have the exact opposite opinion to Will. Envy is not a good Slayer team. I don't think they're a good Slayer team on LAN, but online they've pulled out some funky 50-49 wins against top teams. So I think that's the ones they'll do one Slayer win with something weird going on like that.
As long as it's not Origin Slayer.
Yeah.
Yeah. As long as it's not that, they probably have a better chance. Or as long as a player doesn't just go up the fucking upper ledge of Rocket Ramp and just get utterly annihilated off the rip. I think they'll be in a much better position.
I think they've learned their lesson from that.
I fucking hope so. All right. And then we have Optic going up against Complexity in the second match of the doubleheader. Will, what do you got for this one?
It all depends on how complacent Optic is feeling.
Ooh.
That's what I'll say.
Ooh. Give me a series prediction.
I guess I'm stuck on the 4-1s. So 4-1. You know what? No. I'm going to go 4-0 Optic. I think they're pushing hard for Charlotte. I think they're going to go 4-0.
You know what? I'm going to give Optic a little juice for this one. I'm going to give Optic a little juice. I'm going to say 4-2.
4-2.
I'm going to say 4-2.
Complexity take 2 maps off.
If Omit can take a game off Optic, okay? If Omit can take a fucking map off Optic, I would God fucking hope that Complexity can do the same. That's what I'll say. Huss was a bus. I was on the ride. Tell you what, I bet you wanted to get off that fucking ride in game 3. Am I right? I bet you wanted off that fucking ride immediately during game 3. Yeah, that game 1 though. Holy moly. What's up, Sin? How's it going?
Hey.
Oh man. See, like I said, I'm giving Optic a little juice here because like I want them to use it I want them to use my words against me. You know what I mean? Like, oh, you think Complexity could take 2 maps off us? Watch this. That's what I'm hoping happens. Because they definitely pay attention to what I have to say. Oh my God. What did you predict for TSM SSG?
I said it would be a fun match.
Yeah, I also didn't give a prediction for it. If I were, I would say SSG winning that series. I don't know what the score would be, but I'm going to say SSG win the series. I don't think TSM do. That one probably determines who goes to LAN. Oh, that's right.
Yeah.
See, look, Tools agrees. It should be fun. That should be a fun series right there, ladies and gentlemen.
I'm gonna like, if I had to give a prediction, I don't know, like a series score, maybe a 4-2, but I'm giving it to SSG based off their recent performance.
Yeah, I'm gonna say SSG win it. There's a world where Complexity loses their next 3 games, TSM beats SSG, and we get a 3-way tie. If so, I'm going to kill myself. All right, Tools. Let's relax. Oh. Wouldn't it just be based off map count for their direct matchups?
Yeah.
In which case, good luck figuring all that out, but it shouldn't be too bad.
I think it goes by like overall map count in the league, and then I don't know the rule set myself, but I believe it should go down to individual series scores between the 2 teams.
That's what I would agree with.
Yeah.
That is what I would agree with. All right. That's not all the upcoming tournaments we have, because on Saturday, August 23rd and Sunday, August 24th, we have the HCS Open Series Road to Charlotte week number 2 for North America. And then on Sunday, August 24th, we have the HCS Open Series Road to Charlotte week number 2 for Australia, New Zealand, Mexico, and the EU regions. And then on Monday, August 25th, because these happened before our show, we have another double-header Pro League matchup going happening. First is going to be SSG going up against Omit. Will?
SSG 4-0.
Omit 4-0. Got it. And then FaZe going up. I'm just kidding. I'm also with you on SSG. And then FaZe going up against Envy.
I'm going to say 4-0 FaZe.
Ooh. You know what? Fuck it. I'll say 4-0 FaZe as well. Although this is one where I could see Envy taking a map. But I don't think it's more than one. Head honchos.
Maybe if Lattice is in there.
Oh, there you go. Like I said, as long as it's not Origin. Head honcho say what's up from D&D. What is up from the to the D&D table is what I should say. Head honcho, thank you so much for the 6-month resub. You get a woo in Xerxes. 7 months made it to a live show. Thank you so much for the 7-month resub. You get a woo. Goddamn. You guys are too nice. Thank you so much. All right. That's it for the upcoming tournaments of the week, presented by NoobCowboy.com. Check out NoobCowboy.com for all your Halo esports needs. It's time for Scrim Tournament and League recaps. Will, what do you got on the docket?
We turning this into a musical number?
You know, K-pop Demon Hunters taking the world by storm right now. Am I right, Ronan?
Every time I load up Netflix, it's like, top today, it's in there.
I'm telling you, we have the soundtrack playing in the car consistently. It is I used Apple Music. I know, Sean me. It is my second most recently played thing, because then I listen to my shit after I drop the kid off.
Fair. There you go.
Love you too, Ronan.
As scrims kick up between SLC and Charlotte, make sure you go check out Halo Data Hive. Scrim results, stats, it's all there.
Do it.
Go to Halo Data Hive. Tournaments for last week. SWAT Nation Homesick 2v2 results. Second went to Digital Dreams. This was Digital and Smoky Dreams. And first went to Straw Hats. This was Smoky Dig and Sucka. Taking it home.
Indeed.
Next up, we do have some LVT Pro League match results. First, FaZe won 4-2 against TSM. FaZe. And this is the one you want to talk about, I'm sure, Josh, is the SSG 4-3 over Shopify.
Oh my God! SSG are the better team! It's all clear now! Shopify are washed. They won a major. They got complacent. This is it. They're awful now, guys. Right? Right? Is that the consensus? Is that what we're... Yeah? No, you fucking morons. Jesus Christ. Congratulations to SSG getting that series win in the Pro League, because that could, like Tools was talking about in here as well, like, this could have drastic implications for determining teams who get in, like, to the LAN.
Yeah.
So congratulations to them winning that series, but do I think that SSG are a better team than Shopify Rebellion? Fuck no! Fuck no! There you go. That's what I got to say.
I'm with you. I believe Shopify coming off their win, maybe this was their kind of first thing back, and SSG kind of caught them off guard. Maybe they weren't fully practiced up, but this will be something that I think fuels the Shopify guys.
Yeah, I don't know. I have no idea. Tool says SSG stock on the up. Game 5 versus Optic on LAN beats Shopify in Pro League. Feels like they're finally starting to get it.
I mean, I can see like they've been together a little bit longer now. Maybe some cohesion's coming through, team chemistry. Mm-hmm. I can give them that. But on LAN, at the end of the day, I don't see SSG beating Shopify.
Yep. I don't see them beating Shopify, and I don't see them beating an Optic in winning form, which I don't believe we saw in SLC. Can you see them beating FaZe, though? Nope. Not yet. Not yet. And that's not to say that I could never see them in that position. I just don't see them being there yet. Because the way that I look at it also is, with FaZe being the old Optic roster, but it's Penguin, and I mean, it's Snakebite instead of Formal, right? That the trio's chemistry had been there for a long time. So they didn't have a lot of runway needed to get to where we would kind of expect them to be with the roster that they have, competing against the other top rosters in the league. And I felt we saw that at SLC. Additionally, keeping that in mind, we understand that the goal, right? The end goal is that all teams are working on getting better. Day over day, week over week, month over month, event over event, right? We're expecting that teams are working to get better than they were previously. That also goes for the other teams that are not Space Station, right? So when I say that FaZe have less of a runway needed to get to where kind of that expectation was for them right now, SSG had a longer runway. But with that in mind, just because SSG may feel like they're starting to click more now doesn't necessarily mean that FaZe are just going to drop off the side of a cliff. Same with Shopify, same with Optic. So no, as of right now, I don't see them beating FaZe. And I know, Tools, what you're saying, holy shit, I've never seen a team scam as hard as they did versus FaZe on Sunday. And that's definitely something that they're aware of, and that's something that, I mean, that's something that Lucid, I think, right, even commented on and said that that's what Space Station were doing during that series. So obviously they know what they need to work on. They know not to do that. And they know what they need to do to get better. But just because that's happening doesn't mean that FaZe aren't also working on getting better in the meantime as well. So I said it before and I'll say it again. I still think the best team in the world is Optic. I don't think we saw them in their winning form at SLC. I think that was evident during the SSG matchup and through the rest of the tournament. Shopify were the better team that event. Hands down, no ifs, ands, or buts. They were the better team that event, by far. But keeping that in mind, I still don't see a FaZe or a Space Station, like you said, Will. I don't see a FaZe or a Space Station beating Shopify, and therefore I sure as hell don't see either of them beating Optic. So if FaZe and SSG are going to be the ones competing for third, it's kind of what we were saying a couple months ago. We'll have to wait and see. Will, your thoughts
on this SSG squad? It falls in line with right what you're saying. With what you're saying, that yeah, they might get better. I think it is FaZe, SSG fighting for third and fourth, and then I'd put Optic Shopify 1-2. I'm a little bit less on the Optics for sure number one than you, Josh, but I think that I don't know. It's tough to say that SSG or FaZe will never get there, because they might get a second place. I can see them getting a second place if someone doesn't win their pool, someone drops the lower bracket early, which we might see. It's been common this year. So I could see FaZe or SSG potentially getting a top 2 at Charlotte or even Worlds, depending on how the bracket goes.
Yep. I'm with you. It could really just depend on what bracket they get. So we'll have to wait and see. Tetsuo says, I think FaZe gets second or wins Worlds. That is, you hold on to that take, Tetsuo. You hold on to that take. I would love if it happened. I think it'd be fucking insane. Like, it would genuinely be fucking insane if they were able to do that. In, like, the best way possible. I'm not saying it'd be insane, like, oh, fuck, they didn't deserve that. Well, no, like, fucking, if you win, you win. Simple as that. Context matters, but a win's a win. And, man, if they won Worlds, holy fucking shit. To have the year that they did, oh, my God. Oh, my God. Please. All right, Will, what's that other Pro Series matchup that happened?
Yeah, Optic 4-1ing Omit. And Josh, you have a note here. Game 3, CTF on Fortress, ending in 1 minute and 6 seconds.
Yeah. Holy fuck.
I feel like I didn't see this live. I need to go back and rewatch this.
Well, luckily for you, it's only 1 minute and 6 seconds you have to watch.
Exactly.
Yeah, it was... I mean, I forget who it was right off the rip. It might have been Renegade, but a player on Optic gets a snipe immediately. And it snowballed. It just snowballed. They kept getting spawn killed. They could not get out of their base. And when they did, they got obliterated immediately.
It was just full control.
Oh, yeah. It was, I think, the fastest game we've ever seen. I think it may have been the fastest game we've ever seen. Yeah, Ronan says there were 3 gooses in that game.
Lethal was the only one with kills.
Yeah. So, I get it. You're going up against Optic. I understand. But holy fucking shit, dude. That's like that's like as bad as being, and you can't even do this. Like, you can't even do this because of how Infinite is set up. But like, this is as bad as going into a matchmaking game as a 4-stack and just dumpstering on the opposing team that you get that just has to face your wrath. Like, this is as bad of a beatdown as that. They couldn't do anything. Like, I genuinely don't think I've ever seen a team in the professional scene get beat that bad before. So, Jesus fucking Christ. But if I'm going to give Omit their flowers for a hot second, like Tools was talking about earlier, that Huss bus, where Omit were fucking insane in game one. Like, genuinely fucking sane in game one. But then as soon as game one was over, it was completely different. Like, it's literally like it was that old light switch that fucking went off. Holy shit. Just. It was strongholds on Lattice, Collect. It was strongholds on Lattice. Also, Collect, welcome back. Welcome back to you, sir. Congratulations on subbing in with the Shopify guys in the Open Series, which Will's going to go over here in just a second. And yeah. All right, Will. That's all I want to talk about with the Optic Omit series, man. That fucking game 3 was something else.
All right. We will then move into the HCS Open Series, Road to Charlotte Week 1 results. For the Australia-New Zealand region, your top 2 teams. Second place went to Lolly's Revenge. This was Cheesin, Lolly, Enchef, and Venom Plasma. And first went to Josh.
Are you ready?
All right, it's just a little delay.
It's the fucking delay, dude. It scares me. Part of me thinks it's broken for a second. I'm like, oh, you're going to do the thing? Shit.
If you don't know, this is Scoob, Meister, Sways, Barcode, and Rice. Again, I believe they will just dominate the ANZ scene.
Yeah, I think so too. I think so as well.
In the Mexico region, your top 2 teams, Alpha, included Lure, Rort, Strikey, and Tapping Buttons. And first went to Akave, Acid, Drift, Magico, and Noble.
Yeah, they had a little bit of some trash talking happening on Twitter after the matchup was over.
Yeah, I'm curious if with the roster change, will this go back and forth, or will Acid Drift, Noble, and Magico just take it all the way to Charlotte?
If it's been any indication, traditionally it's been that team that's been the top in the region. Now, regardless of how close Alpha is to them, Akave, Ether, whatever, like they've always been the best team in the region.
Yeah.
So I think that they will continue to be that. And yeah, I think it really just comes down to how the open bracket shapes out. So for Charlotte, right. I mean, we'll have to wait and see.
For the European region, second went to Majin, Mighty's Chick, Bastos, and Septic. And first went to, no surprise, Nemesis, Woodham, Snipetrone, SLG, and Glory.
Congratulations to Nemesis yet again.
And then North America. We'll go through top 8 here. In your top 8 was Omit and Mirror Force. Top 6, TSM and Envy.
Mm-hmm.
Fourth, Complexity. Third, Space Station. Second, 007, which was a pickup team. Basically Shopify minus Royal 2. Enter Collect.
Yes.
And first went to Optic Gaming. And Josh, I see you have some notes. I'll let you run through those.
First, regardless of Collect being here right now, just want to give him a shout out again because he played incredibly well. Like if incredible damage, like right place, right time with the team, making some unbelievably great plays, especially with some jiggle peaks that I was seeing as well. And just obviously we know Collect is great, but like, and I don't want to feel like I'm gassing him up. But just having that mentality of like that knowing within you that like I can win this piv and like I'm going to win this piv, and then just seeing him not back down and taking out these players is just because that only sets your team up for better success as well. That only puts you and your team in better positions as well. So seeing those plays take place, really fucking cool to see. And yeah, good on him for that. But yes, Will. Optic 007, they went up against each other a couple times here during the tournament. First up in winners final, 007 got the upper hand on Optic, winning that series 3-2, sending Optic to losers. Losers just make quick work of Space Station. They get back in the grand final. And for the first series, it went 3-2 by way of Optic, and they completed the reverse sweep to take the series into a second best of 5. Collect, you want me to keep going? You want me to keep going now how you guys lost? Because I can do that too. I'm just kidding. And then in the bracket reset best of 5, Optic did win the series 3-2 over 007. And they won the game 5 Slayer in a 50-49. So it was just one of those incredible like neck and neck moments. But the thing is, John won them that game blatantly. Are you talking about the play black? Jesus Christ, the play back green? Because that play was fucking stupid. Like the fact he survived that was fucking stupid. I could. Jesus Christ. So, Will, did you happen to watch this at all or no?
I was watching the grand finals, saw the reset, saw the first couple of games, and then I had to step away. So by the time I came back, did not see the ending of the series.
All good. So there was a play where Renegade basically was, frankly, it felt like he was running for his life outside Big Door on live fire. And he's working his way towards back green, and he jumps over the ledge to be like towards the out of bounds side of the map. And he's able to play his life and stay alive the entire time. And like basically kind of skids off that ramp in the back to get himself back onto the actual platform. And so he stays alive the whole time, able to help clean up kills with his team. And he just obviously helps the team being in a better position, all that fun stuff. But the thing I want to say is, again, everybody knows my thoughts about online performances. But considering how they got trounced, I'm talking about Optic, in their Slayers against Shopify at SLC, I wanted to see how would they perform, considering they did sign up for the Open Series, which they didn't have to, but they did sign up for this Open Series. I want to see how they perform in these Slayers. Let's see if they're able to work some kinks out. Let's see what's going on. And a couple instances during this grand finals where Optic had a clear lead in a Slayer, which we've seen before, to then eventually just get obliterated and not able to regain, not able to clutch up, and they lose the game, right? Well, I guess I'm happy. Notice the metaphorical question mark I put at the end of that word. I guess I'm happy that they were able to clutch out the win in that game 5, the 50-49, the way that they did. But and again, we understand that Slayers don't start until the 30 kill mark. They had a lead the entirety of the game, basically.
It still ended up that close.
Yes. So they had a lead nearly the entire game. It wasn't until like the last couple minutes that, like, not in game time, but like the last couple minutes of the actual game, where they lost that lead. And my thought in the back of my head was, oh, don't do this, guys. Like, please don't fucking do this right now. Come on. And no, they didn't let it happen. Fortunately for them, they didn't let it happen. They did clutch it up when they needed to. I will say, Last Shot doing his damnedest to try to win that game as well, because he had snipers sitting in window, in small window. And he knew that Optic were going to swarm. So all players of Optic were swarming into A. And as one of the players on Optics like slides down those steps, Last Shot rips his face off, and I'm like, okay, I feel like this might be it now. But again, fortunately for Optic, they were able to clutch it up. They kill Last Shot. They get Snipe out of their hands. And I think Bound was the player that gets the last kill. And then Bound like immediately died after that. So it was very, very fucking close at the end. So congratulations to Optic. They're actually, they were able to win a Slayer, Will. They did the thing.
Hey, they did it.
Yes. I mean, obviously that wasn't the only one that they won during the Open Series, but
right.
Yes.
The one that mattered.
It was one that mattered because they also had to win, they reverse swept 007 in the first grand final, best of 5, so they won both of those as well.
Yes.
Oh no, I'm sorry, I thought, Jesus Christ. Yeah, they won the game 5. They didn't win the game 2. So congratulations to Optic there. And the reason why I put that metaphorical question mark on the end there is because this is one of those situations where if I'm going to continue sticking with my take that I truly believe that they are the best team in the world, which I do, then I feel they need to be winning these more convincingly. If they're going to have a lead of that, if they're going to have a lead of that size and it continues throughout the game, then my expectation for them is that they're going to keep a lead of some sort of significance throughout the entire game and not just nearly blow it at the very end against the Shopify and Collect team who are fucking nasty. So yeah, it didn't leave me feeling great about it. I'll just say that.
So you kind of mentioned something. I'm curious, with the way Optic is performing in these Slayers, does it make you waver on that they're the best team?
No. It doesn't make me waver. This is online performance, and then like Viltrumite said, they did win Solitude 50-29.
Yeah, they did.
Yeah, they blew them the fuck out. So clearly they have every opportunity to do so, and they're a team that's obviously capable of doing it. And yeah, they did. I also think a Solitude, again, context matters, guys, right? I think with a Solitude, if you're able to keep them on spawns and you're able to know, like, with Solitude, if you have a team spawning in Plaza, there's only a couple ways that you can get out. You know what I mean? Like, you know where they're going to be coming from at any given time. So, yeah, I think Optic locked them the fuck down in that game. You know what I also know? Is the camo is too fucking long.
Yeah. I've heard many pros mention that.
Yeah. It's awful. It's genuinely fucking awful. The opinion that I have about camo being the length that it is, I think I said it last week, Will, and I'll say it again this week. And if I didn't say it, then I'll say it for maybe the first time. Probably my biggest problem with the duration of the camo right now is, like, if a player is able to maintain it for the entire duration, Will, that next one comes up so quickly.
Yeah.
Where it really fucking feels like you're going to be fighting for camo all game, because when one player has it, and if they keep it that entire duration, the next one's only a little bit of time away. And then you're setting up again for it. If a player gets and keeps it, it's way too fucking long. I don't know why they made this change.
Yeah. And I believe in that Solitude game, there was a point where 007 grabbed the camo and Optic just sat in blue watching angles.
Yep, they did.
They didn't move.
Yep. I think it was the last shot.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It doesn't create that excitement anymore.
Nope. It's just, like you guys are saying, it's boring. It's way too fucking long. And again, I get when they were on the desk and saying, like, oh, we want to reward players for making great plays with the camo. We want to give you another opportunity to make a great play. I'm like, motherfucker, you have the opportunity already. The opportunity was there.
Camo.
The opportunity was there. And even if they already, like, even if you make a great play with the camo, you have time to make more than one. Like, it's insane to me. It's fucking insane to me that they increase the duration of this when Overshield's in the same state that it's in. Like, what the fuck are we doing? I really hope that they look at this. I really genuinely will. I hope they look at this and for the fucking September operation, they're like, all right, guys, we fucked up. We're reverting this back to the way it was.
Hopefully they do it before Charlotte.
Yeah, that's why I hope they just do it when the September operation releases. Because then it gives players that time. They already knew what it was like having a 30-second camo instead of a 45-second camo, but it would give more time for teams to practice with the original camo and play with lattice, all that shit. So,
yeah.
Oh my fucking God. I'm sorry, but like seriously, what a fucking frankly dumb decision that was. Why? If you want to do it for the base game, I mean, I guess go ahead. Like, if you want to do it for the social experience of the game, go ahead. But why the fuck are we making this big of? And I know it's quote unquote only 15 seconds. But that's a fucking lifetime in this game. We have 2 events left.
Yeah. And with the camo, they're talking about rewarding making plays. Like, you're right. You did have opportunity to make multiple plays with camo. If you won, your team most likely had to get slays to get out with it. If you play it right, you can get a couple picks. Your team gets damaged. You get a couple picks.
Mm-hmm.
And then you can make a move on the map. And maybe the next engagement you take is when that camo's running out. You know?
Yeah.
But, yeah, 45 seconds. Far too long. Far too impactful on the map.
Fucking
if they can live and get away. I think I honestly believe, and this is speculation, and I know I shouldn't do it, but I believe they looked at the feedback of camo's too easy to see.
Mm.
And people were dying too quickly with it.
Yeah, they said that.
They did. And I believe they couldn't do anything about it. So they
Correct.
said, let's make the camo longer. But we don't know that they said
where we expect you to zag, they fucking zag, dude. Like, what it just... We have 2 events left. Why the fuck are we making such a drastic change with 2 events left? That's fucking insanity. Like, guys, just realize the error of your ways. Come out with a statement and be like, all right, obviously word this differently, but just be like, all right, guys, we fucked up. We're gonna dial that back. You know what I mean? Just like, what the fuck are we doing? All you gotta do is come out with a statement, be like, we're reverting the camo time back to its original value. Thanks everybody for the feedback. Because I don't know what feedback they received to be like, hey, I know we can't make it so it's easy, so it's harder to see, but what if we just made this shit in like dramatically longer? It'll be great, right? I don't think anybody fucking asked for it. I don't think anybody asked for this. Fuck me, dude. Congratulations, Optic, for winning week 1. I just want to see more. That's all. Also, for those who may not have been paying attention to the results there, yes, FaZe did not compete in this open bracket. I mean, not open bracket, in this open series. So there you go. And they don't need to. Fuck me. Well, I know we don't really have anything for news, but I just wanted to refresh Waypoint here just in case.
Sounds good.
It is confirmed. We have nothing for regular news.
No regular news this week. All right.
So, Will, before we move on, is there anything you wanted to touch on before we move on to Will's adventures?
No, I'm good.
Awesome.
Camo's too long. Fucking do something about it, please.
Please. If there's any feedback to listen to, please listen to the feedback that is being giving to you all right now. Holy shit. It's time for... I have to fucking skip a few here. Will's Adventures in the Nailovers and other games too. Will.
Yeah.
How's Camo been working with you in Infinite?
I'm done with the camo talk. All right.
All right. Fuck. All right.
But yeah, playing some Infinite, getting more 8 series in, getting more experience on Lattice.
What are your thoughts on Lattice now? Little update.
The more I play it, the more I get frustrated with it. I think it has to do with the spawns.
Yes.
Too many times I've Lattice strongholds. Yeah. You're fighting over A, and someone can spawn just right past that crystal in blue and have a direct line of sight. Yeah, Riz, you spawned. Directly looking at me. The spawn's in red. Someone can sit mid. If you're coming like out of the B stronghold, you can see spawns right into red and just get ripped right away. I had a play where I was on the snipe bridge moving into blue to kind of rotate, and someone spawned right at the bottom of the stairs in blue. Just where the game selects people to spawn just seems a little off. So yeah, it doesn't make sense to me. The more I play it, the more I get frustrated with it. It's like I have it like in it, like it's okay, but like I'm not super hyped about it. Have you had more experience with it, Josh?
I also played a couple 8 series. I also played it, I believe, in both, if I'm not mistaken. I believe I played a Strongholds game on it and an Oddball game on it. Yeah, I think spawns are rough. I think spawns are very rough. In the Oddball game that we played, we were rotating. I'm not good on callouts on this map.
Neither yet.
Regardless, just to keep it simple here, we had ball. We were rotating towards one side of the map. We had numbers, right? So therefore, like we'd be in that instance of thinking that we're going to be manipulating spawns in some way to make them more advantageous in our favor. But we had a player on the team like where we were rotating to. And as we were rotating to that location, players spawned right there and just completely nullified what we were trying to do with our rotation for the ball. And I'm like, that was fucking weird. Like, I felt like that should not have happened. You know, I'm going to say this one felt like it was actually broken, and not necessarily in the case of way back when, you know, the spawn wasn't blocked back PD and it cost the team the game. Yeah, you know what I'm getting at.
Sure, yeah.
It didn't feel like that. This genuinely felt like we were in position to, it felt like we were blocking those spawns, but they spawned there anyway. Now, maybe I'm wrong. Maybe that's not what actually happened, and I'm just like, oh, fuck, this is stupid. That's what it felt like, though. So yeah, I don't think spawns are that great. Like, I agree with you. The other thing is, maybe this is just exacerbated by the spawn situation as well, but one of my biggest concerns with the map, just seeing it for the first time, was the amount of angles that you could see. Like, was the amount of lines of sight that you could see at any given time. And maybe that coupled with the spawn situation just makes it not a very pleasant experience. So I will say, I know we won the oddball game. I think we won the other one. So winning feels good, obviously.
Oh, yeah.
But it doesn't feel... I'm not going to get on a whole fucking tangent here about Streets Oddball being taken out, but just looking at a Streets Oddball versus a Lattice Oddball, at least right now, I know we haven't not had a lot of time with Lattice, Will, but looking at the two comparatively, the thing that I loved about Streets Oddball the most is that it flowed so well. Like, you're able to make really clean rotations, you're able to have really clean holds depending upon where you are on the map. Where in Lattice, it just feels so hectic. I don't know. It feels like you're not able to have those traditional holds or make those traditional rotations. So that's my thoughts on it.
Yeah. Ronan, yeah, I do have to mention I met Ronan in matchmaking on Lattice.
Damn. Was it doubles?
My team. No, it was ranked.
What?
He was doing his placements.
What?
So, yeah, my team didn't know left from right. So Ronan's team kind of ran through us, but oh well, it is what it is.
I think it's the first time I've ever heard Ronan in a ranked playlist that's not doubles. Well, wow, this is just insane.
What else in Infinite? We did some firefight.
We did.
Yeah, challenges done. Shot some fucking I gotta bring it up. Forest, man. Forest.
Oh yeah, it was bad.
It's broken. It's still broken. As you mentioned. Enemies will spawn in groups and not move and just be stuck there while you're capping the hill.
Yep. It's really fucking annoying.
And we got it so much.
2 times in a row, and then we got it the 4th map as well. So like,
yeah.
Yep.
Anyway, still fun times. Fiesta. We did Fiesta Gruntpocalypse. That's what it is. It's just a chill time. You just shoot things.
Unlimited ammo.
Yeah, you don't have
always
to worry about
good.
it.
Yep.
It's a good time. All right. Besides Infinite, still playing some Madden 25, working on my rebuild.
Okay.
Last season, made it to the Super Bowl, John.
Hey, love that.
I lost in the Super Bowl.
Not so big of a fan of that, but hey, you made it.
No. Yeah. That was good. I'll take it. Got a couple draft picks this season that are both, if anyone knows Madden, you can draft people and their like stats are hidden. I shouldn't say stats, but they're like their status. If they're like just a normal developing player, if they're a star, if they're an X Factor star.
Okay.
So my top 2 draft picks are hidden talents. So they could be like superstars.
Yeah, love that.
So, but you have to play a certain amount of games, practices, reps, and then that'll be revealed.
Okay.
But I did start off the season 4-0. My only frustration with my team right now is my tight end. He's not a good catching tight end. He, sometimes just drops the ball when he shouldn't. So I get frustrated. I tried to trade him. No one wanted him. I guess I get it. And then last but not least, here played 2 games of Battlefield 6.
Yeah.
Just the only time I could get in with the open beta.
And
I played as a medic.
Yeah.
I had the LMG. I felt pretty good with my shot.
Okay.
I even shocked someone. I got the chance. I ran up and like shocked them twice and they died.
Nothing beats it, dude. Nothing beats that.
It's hilarious. I caught him in the reload animation and I'm like, oh, I got you.
Fucking pissed on.
But favorite part besides that was I don't know how, but I spawned in a tank as the machine gunner. And I was just firing down range, getting tons of kills, just sitting in the tank, chilling. someone else was driving, shooting the cannon. I was picking up all the guys running around the tank, close range. So that was a good time.
So you were having fun.
I was having some fun.
Oh, let's go. Let's go.
If it comes to Game Pass, maybe.
Oh,
but I doubt it.
Yeah, it's not doing that.
No, exactly.
What's up, Austin? Welcome back. Oh, Ashley. Yeah, you're talking about Secure Boot?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Had heard stories about that bricking some people's PCs.
Yeah, rest in peace, Noodles PC.
Yeah.
At least right now. I will say it was also available on consoles with crossplay, which is cool. Very, very cool there. So Ronan, so do I. I also die a lot in Battlefield 6.
Anyway, Josh, that's all I played. What about you?
Played some Halo Infinite, like you said. Played in a couple 8 series. It was genuinely a really fucking fun time. And yeah, like I said, I've said my opinions on Lattice. I hope that they're able to fix those spawns. I really hope they're able to fix those spawns.
Yeah.
I hope they're able to look at it and be like, okay, we do understand that there is an actual issue here, and they do actually address it and not just really sweep it under the rug. Because yeah, I would hate to see these things become issues, especially when the competition heats up more and more as we lead into Charlotte. So hopefully that gets all ironed out. Other than that, played some Firefight with you as well. You and Ashley, that was a fun time. And then also played Battlefield 6. They introduced Rush back into the game for this beta that took place over the last weekend. And good and bad. Good and bad is what I would say. So there's clearly things that need to be worked on there. But it also sounds like they are actually listening to feedback, Will. Because midway through the weekend, they released an update to the beta build, which did address some of the feedback that people had. So that was really cool to see. Now, the game is going to be coming out relatively soon. Hopefully they're able to take all the feedback there, and actually fine-tune some things, update some things based on that feedback, and then obviously utilize feedback once the game releases as well. And if they can be, now I don't want to put rose-tinted glasses on here, so I'm going to keep expectations in check. But if they're able to maintain what they've been doing with this beta stuff, where like they're getting all the feedback coming in, they're like, oh, we can change these things right away. Let's just do this. Like if they can actually do that, that'd be fucking amazing. Because one of the things, while I appreciate that Halo Infinite has these content updates and are having these pretty significant content updates, right? I think that's great. I wish that we weren't waiting until these bigger summer and winter updates or whatever it is with these 50 tier passes for these bigger things to be releasing. I wish that they were able to be like, oh, we have this done. We have this ready to go. Let's send it. So I'm hoping that Battlefield, and I know this is EA we're fucking talking about, but I'm hoping that Battlefield kind of takes this as an opportunity to kind of reform their image, because it really does feel like that's what they're doing. And it really does feel like that's the sentiment that they've been receiving with these beta weekends, is like, this feels like old Battlefield. People are really excited. People are amped up, ready for the release. So I want to see them take this as an opportunity to be like, we're going to release this fucking kick-ass product, and we understand where the community sentiment is. We want to keep iterating. We want to keep making things better, and we want to do it as quickly as possible. I hope that's their mentality going into it. So yeah, Battlefield 6 is fun. I'll probably pick it up on day one. Xerxes says, to be honest, I've not been excited about a Battlefield release since Battlefield 3. Xerxes, did you play any of the 6 beta? Did you happen to play any of the Battlefield 6 beta? Also, Hardy, welcome back. Good to see you as well. And Ronan with his dumbass fucking take of it needing a BR. Speaking of which, Ronan, it will. I believe it will have a BR mode of some kind. You played a little bit of it? Okay. And I based off your statement, I've taken it's not swaying you. Like it's not swaying you to be picking up Battlefield 6 anytime soon. I respect it if that's the case. I'm just curious. All right. We'll wait for a response there. If anybody wants to mention what other games they've been playing, please do so in the chat. We're going to move on to some shout-outs. Happy belated birthday to Selexi and a fine guy. Happy belated birthday to you too. Hope it was great. Shout out to everyone who joined in the 8s. 8s have been fucking popping, Will. I saw you were hopping into a lot of series just the other night as well.
Well,
what?
We had a lot of switch outs, so it may have looked like I played 6 series. There was only 2.
Oh, hey, either way, you were fucking there. You know, you were fucking there. No, seriously, I've seen a lot of people popping into 8s. I know that people are wanting to get them going tonight as well. So if you want to join in the 8s, if you hadn't already, join up in the server. It's free to do so. We'll shout it out in a minute. And get yourself into some 8s. It's a great time. Shout out to everyone who joined the community playdate. We did actually have a community playdate last week, and it was also a lot of fun. John and Snag pulled off something that we've never seen before. We're playing the map and mode where like you're going faster and faster down a ramp, and you're just trying to survive that, and then the other people have like grab hammers and plasminades trying to kill you.
Yes.
And yeah, Snag and John were in the same Warthog, and somehow, some way, they got launched up into the air, and they clipped through the ceiling, and they were stuck in the ceiling. So awesome. They won that round, obviously. But yeah, we've never seen that before. It's just fucking bizarre.
Did you guys just have to sit and wait?
Yeah, it was like 2 minutes. It wasn't that bad.
Okay.
But yeah, it was a fun time. It was a fun time. So yeah, if you want to join up in the community playdate, we try to do them every week on Friday. I say try, it's my fault when they don't happen. So when they don't happen, blame me. But yeah, we try to do them every Friday, 8 p.m. Central. They're free to join as well. Just hop in. We play some mini games and shit. We just have a good time. We shoot the shit. We shoot our friends. It's fun. So, or we try to ram them into a swirling black hole of nothingness while we're on a Warthog. And that's fun too. So if you're interested, please join up. Again, all throughout the Discord. Shout out to everyone who followed and subbed during the live show. That includes Ashley with the 29-month resub, Spring with the 20-month resub, Riz with the 24-month resub, Ronan with the 12-month resub, Absent with the 21-month resub, John with the 27-month resub, Head Ancho with a 6-month resub, and Xerxes with the 7-month resub. Y'all are fucking insane. You all get a woo! Greatly appreciated. Juan says, I think they're still up there now. Jesus Christ. And then, shout out to everyone who's a patron at the semi-pro and higher tiers. That includes Iro Boats, Shio, Blackout, Diode, Pancakes, Voodoo Man, Ross Bucker Jr., Staggo, Raider Heater, Peanut, One Swole, Daddy Phantom, Riz, Zarn, High Tech, Renegade, Goalie, Cyber, Haver, Rainfall, Leaderboard. Thank you so much for the extra support over on the Patreon. Hardy, ! Discord in the chat, which I think Will's doing right now. Yeah, I was right.
Got it. Yeah.
I saw you lean in there, dude. You fucking get that gamer lean. Riz says, still working my way through Cyberpunk and started Assassin's Creed Mirage. Let me know what your thoughts about Mirage are. I'm curious. Did that get added to Game Pass too?
I think so.
Yeah. Well, fuck me. In the plethora of games that I haven't had time to play, that's on the list. I will say,
Josh
though.
Says,
go ahead.
Oh, sorry. Go ahead. I was going to change. I thought you were.
Oh, the only thing I was going to add is a game that releases tomorrow, Sword of the Sea. I am very fucking much looking forward to. It will not be on Game Pass. No, it will not be on Game Pass. But it's made by one of the individuals who worked on Journey and The Pathless and Abzu. And if you don't know what those games are, look those games up and then realize it's kind of like an amalgamation of all those. And I'm really, really fucking excited. So that comes out tomorrow. Apparently it's only like 3 hours long, which is expected for those types of games. So genuinely, that makes me even more excited. I don't have to spend 50, 60 hours into a game right now. So yeah, Sword of the Sea. Cannot fucking wait. Will, what were you going to say?
Beth says in chat, we need to find some that require more shooting and less driving for the community playdate. I want to throw out there, we do a night where we do the wacky like FFAs again, where
Absolutely.
people change up modes or change up like starting weapons, sprint speed, all that.
Yeah, absolutely. I think, Beth, you also need to get good at fucking driving. All right? Get good at fucking driving, Beth.
A lot of the community or the custom games that have been selected for the playdate have had vehicles. I didn't even think about that until Beth just said that.
They do have vehicles. But hey, at least we're not playing BTB. You know what I mean? At least the vehicles aren't the predominant way of dealing destruction. But yes, it's funny you say that because I also was thinking about the FFAs that we've done in the past.
Yeah, I haven't done that in a while. I thought that'd be a good one to rotate to.
Yes, indeed. So stay tuned for Friday. Maybe we'll see those make a return. Community creations, Halo memes every day. Reddit.com/r/Halo memes. Go check it out. Next up, Beachland Station VODs by Cyrix. Go check out the YouTube channel. This comes by way of Silos, as a matter of fact. And if you want to check out some of the Beachland VOD, this is Halo CE, by the way. So if you want to go check out that gameplay, go check out the YouTube link in the Google Doc of the shows of the show, ! Show notes in the chat. Next up, HCS Salt Lake City 2020 Fat Vlog. This is by Alpha Esports. Well, actually, this is by Monza. It's Monza's vlog for Salt Lake City. Go check it out. Halo Pride Community Game Nights. Talking about community game nights, they also take place on Fridays, if I'm not mistaken, for the Pride community. So go ahead and check out that tweet. Below the tweet, I believe, is a link to their Discord. So join it up and show your support. Get some more games in. Next up, Archer Bloodshot released a multi-range octagon. 4 different combat ranges, toggable podiums for all ranges, built-in bot management, full team of 4 player support, all of the above without leaving the match. So if you want to get your shots in, get some practice in, check it out. Stage 5, Halo Championship Japan 2002 by Exotica of Retro Gaiden. It's an article basically detailing one of the very first competitive Halo events in history, as a matter of fact. And there may have been a championship belt that was given to those who won. So yeah, there may have been just like a championship belt or something that was given to those who won that tournament. So go check out that article. It's a really fucking great read, and it provides a lot of Halo history for those that may not be aware. So great job by Exotica on that write-up. Next up, Halo Community Commendations by Ranger Callie. So something that she wants to do for this year is have like a Halo Community Commendations, obviously it's the name of it, and it's different awards for a bunch of different categories for folks within the community. And she said that she will have a submission form up soon, so stay tuned for that. And you can click on the link to her tweet in the show notes, and you can see all the list of categories that she's going to have. So shout out Callie. And then finally, Shopify Rebellion wins their first Halo major, HCS SLC 2025 team comms. This is by the HCS. If you want to hear what Shopify were talking about as they were winning, and I bet it fucking sounded amazing. So go give it a listen. Go check it out. That's it for me. Will!
Yeah.
It's time for you to plug the fucking show.
Of course. You can find us on Patreon if you're looking for a little extra content from Josh and I. We do an extra audio show, video show, Q&A, things like that over there. Go check out patreon.com/HCS Pro Talk.
Do it up.
And as always, you can find us on your favorite podcast services. Just search for HCS Pro Talk. We're on iTunes, Podbean, Spotify, and others like Josh's favorite.
Pocket Cast! It's not an ad, but the app kicks ass. So, shout out.
You do love that app.
I do quite love this little application. I do.
If you want to find us out there on the internet, we have a link tree for that. Linktree/HCS Pro Talk. It'll send you to Discord, Twitter, Blue Sky, Instagram, Facebook, YouTube, Twitch, TikTok, and even the merch. Go check that out. Or ! Any of those sites in the chat, and it'll take you there right now. And if you go to hcsprotalk.com, it'll actually send you to haloevolve.co.
You're home for Halo.
A while back, we partnered with the fine folks over at Podcast Evolve. We're hosted on their site now. And while you're there, check out their shows such as Podcast Evolve, Mission Debrief, Halo TV Plus Book Club, Build With Blocks, Halo Headlines, and Halo Gear Guide. And Josh, that's all I have.
Ronan asks, have you ever tried making Pocket Cast an ad? No, we haven't.
We actually haven't.
We have not. We've never reached out to them.
Can we get an affiliate link? We've been talking about you for 7 years.
I should reach out and just be like, I don't know if you guys fucking do this. And like, I am very vulgar on the show, but hey, wouldn't it be really fucking cool if you did this? Literally shout you out every fucking week for years, for literal years.
Imagine if we did get an ad. Imagine the day, Josh.
It'd be the first time we ever had an intentional ad for the show. An intentional ad for the show. Who knows? The show could end then. We get a legitimate ad. We're like, guys, we're announcing our retirement. We've done it. We've done what we set out to do.
We got one ad. We're done.
Yep. We got our one sponsor. This is it.
That's what this all has been about the whole time. It's just been about getting a Pocket Cast ad. For 7 years, we've been trying to get a Pocket Cast ad.
We're trying to get a Pocket Cast ad, but us not doing it. Like us not intentionally going out and getting it. It has to be like somebody from the dev team at Pocket Cast need to be listening to the show and be like, man, they shout us out every week. We should reach out and make something happen. And then they do and be like, yeah, we made it happen. That's it. That's what we need. This can't be like a situation where we email them and be like, guys, we've already been fucking doing this. Can we get a little stipend? Like, we can't do that.
Right.
This has to be them reaching out. So yeah, it'll never happen, and we'll have to do the show forever. And there you go. Ladies and gentlemen, that's going to do it for episode 403 of HCS Pro Talk. Not brought to you by Pocket Cast. We'll be back next week to talk about...
And forevermore.
We'll be back next week to talk about the results of the Open Series for week number 2, along with the plethora of Pro League matches that are going to be taking place between now and next week's show. Hopefully we have some bangers. I know we provided our predictions of like some 4-0s, some 4-1s, some 4-2s, but just hopefully we have some good matches taking place. Regardless of series score, hopefully the games are close and just provides more stuff to talk about, more things to think about. So we'll be back next week. But until then, I got to make sure my fingers are on the right buttons. All right. Here I always thought Pocket Casts were just being dicks and you guys haven't even tried. For all I know, they're great people. But yeah, we haven't reached out. So it's kind of like a joke. It's just an ongoing thing. Yeah. Like I genuinely love the application, but the shitty part is that they used to be a life, like a paid for life. Like you'd pay for a lifetime subscription, I guess you could say, where it was a one-time purchase. That's the way it was before. now they have a subscription model, which frankly sucks. And so while I still love using the application, I use it every single day, I was grandfathered in to that lifetime membership because I already purchased the app before they switched to the subscription model. Like, that's how much I love the application already. And so when they switched to subscription based, they put everybody that had already bought the app into a lifetime status, which is awesome. Like, I'm very thankful that they did that. They didn't have to do that. So that was really fucking nice. But it sucks for new people wanting to come in, because then I have to explain, well, I still fucking love the app and I use it every single day, still to this day. And no, we're not affiliated with them. We're not getting a kickback on anything that I say. But I do find it really shitty that they do have a subscription model now if you want to get all the features for it. That sucks. Because the last thing we need in this world is another fucking subscription service. So, hey, Pocket Cast, if you're fucking listening to this, I don't know how much money you're making off of it, but hey, would it be really fucking cool if you just brought back a one-time purchase for the app? Thanks, guys. We'll be back next week talking about Halo, because that's what we do on the show. And sometimes Pocket Casts. But until then, bye-bye!